Java, the language some people love, some people hate, and some love to hate. Over 20 years since its introduction, it's risen to be one of the most popular programming languages in current use, provided you download the latest updates. But would you believe it if I were to tell you that this omnipresent language, the one that powers everything from apps on your phone to machines on other planets, arose from a need to build a better TV remote? Perhaps the best place to start is just explaining what exactly Java is. It goes a little something like this. Computers, at their core, only process commands in a program in what's known as machine code. Basically, a number is associated with a function, and when that number is put into the CPU does that operation. Most of these operations are simple, like adding two numbers together or saving data to memory. Now, of course, you could write programs for the processor using just machine code. In fact, in the early days, that's what people would do. The problem was that writing code as a series of numbers for simple operations was not only unintuitive, requiring an intimate knowledge of the hardware, but it was also really tedious for writing anything other than small programs, since every function would need to be built from the ground up. And as a result of this, it was highly prone to error. The solution from very early on was to write a program called a compiler, which could generate the appropriate machine code from a more English-like language. Some compilers just assigned words for each of the machine code functions, so programmers wouldn't need to remember their specific numerical codes. However, more advanced compilers began to include more advanced compound functions into their keywords, forming some of the modern languages used today, like C++. There is a catch with compiled languages, though. You can't take code compiled for one processor and run it on a different one. There is no universal standard for how CPU instructions are laid out, meaning that a program compiled for an Intel processor wouldn't work on a PowerPC.